You know what this is? This is a bunch of hair that I have just found on the floor. Literally, a whole wad of hair just fell out of my head. Judge for yourselves. Welcome to my channel. It's been a little while since I crocheted my hair last, and one of the styles that I really would like to try are Yanky Twists. Now, I know they've been out there a little while and I absolutely love the idea of them, but I've seen so many videos on Yanky Twists. Then I discovered this Extra Boho Fine Twist Plus Wave, which is like Yanky Twist, but boho. And I'm like, yeah, okay, I gotta try that. And since I don't have very much time to prepare, I'm going to also try the quick crochet method for the first time. It's a video of firsts. The first time trying this hair, the first time trying this new method. It could all go terribly wrong, but hey, what's life if you don't try something new? Now this hair here, as you can see, it's Yanky Twists. I think you can see that. It's a twist with boho. You see that? It's nice and stretchy as well. And the color I have is the FS Latte, and basically it comes with like a blend of color tones, and you know me, I love my blondes, and it's changing seasons right now that I can still afford to wear a blonde, but also adding in those copper highlights too. As I said, I've never done this before. You're gonna have to just bear with me. My hair is not blown out or anything, it's totally natural. And all I'm going to do first is to divide it into two, and then I'm going to divide it into sections at the back. And when I've done, I will show you. Now, one of the things that I was struggling to understand with this method was once I've divided my hair into two, how do I divide the back? Because to be honest with you, I've sectioned it off here and leave that like that. And then what I've done is I've done two pigtails at the back, and then I was able to think about just cutting across one side and then taking a bit of hair from the other. Does that even make sense what I'm trying to say? I think something went wrong somewhere, but apparently it doesn't matter if you don't get it perfect. So let's carry on. Okay, so I've done the base, I've done all of the single braids at the top and at the back. I've showed you already. I've finished just the base. It's taken me an hour and a half. I'm telling you, this section here was a killer, literally. It takes so long to do these little individual singles, and I'm not even sure that the result is going to be better than if you just did simple crochet all the way back. So I don't know. Is this really a crochet hack? To be honest with you, if I had just done cane row straight back, it'd have been faster. Promise you. I'm like shattered. I can't even finish my hair right now. I'm just gonna go and rest. So far, I'm not feeling it, this crack. I'm not feeling it. It's taken me absolutely ages. So, yeah. Anyway, let's hope that the final result will be better. I'm not going to do it now. I'm too tired. Perhaps I'll finish tomorrow or the day after. See you then. So I'm back. It's actually been 3 days since I started this. Normally when I do a base and I have to come back to it later, it looks a lot better than this. This is what it looks like now. As you can see, it doesn't look great, so I best get on and do this hair before it gets even worse. The whole point of this anyway is to just test and see whether that Maris Campo hack is actually any quicker than doing it the normal way. I've got my hair here, as I told you before. Now the back bit is where we're supposed to gain the time-saving element. Got the hair. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. There are 10 strands here. I think that's too many. Let's go with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think 5 and 5 for the back row would be enough. I think so. What do you think? I hope so. If I have to use more than 5, I'm going to end up needing more hair, which is not great. I'm beading them onto the beader like so. I think you could just do this with a crochet needle. I don't think you need a beader personally, but let's just try and follow the hack as it was given. So they are on there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Going to thread that through here. Doesn't look like enough hair. If I had had this crochet to my head, I don't think I'd have put more than 5 there. It doesn't look like it's enough, does it? What do you think? I'm going to leave those ones there, push them up, leave them there, do the other side. Now, one thing I must say about these loops is that they open up easily. So if your plaits are a bit bigger, this hair works for that. There we are. And the hair is on. I'm supposed to take an elastic band and just bring these two together. Spread the hair out. And let's see what it looks like. Personally, I don't think there's enough hair on there, so I'm going to increase the amount on each strand since I don't want to go around with a gappy looking head. I'm going to put another 3 on each side to make 8 on each, and hopefully that will make a better finish. Just worry about the amount of hair I have to use to create this look. Side 2. And let's have a look what that looks like now. Yeah, that looks so much better. So on the next row, because actually it's a longer plait, I'm going to just put 10 straight on there and be done with it. It's supposed to be quick. Now this plait is a bit fat, so it does actually require a bit more force to get these on, but they are going on. Oh, spoke too soon. There you are. Got them on, and that's 2. Let's move swiftly on to the next row. Pack number 3. There are 30 strands in each of these packs. I'm going to tuck it in like this. I wonder whether I should include this other one or will it make it bulky, but looks awful. I'm going to just do my best just to tuck it in underneath and between those braids and hope that no one can see it. Just separating out the hair so that it's a little bit more even, and this is the best it's going to be. I've run out of hair, literally. I had 1, 2, 4 packs, used all of them, and this is the state that I'm in. I'll show you from the back.
That's not good. You'll run out of it.
And this is the finished look. I absolutely love these fine boho waves. I adore the color. My hair feels like a celebration because of the color I've chosen. Yeah, so lovely. This is like the boho version of Yanky Twists, and I'm really glad that I did it. However, and there is a big however, and it's got nothing to do with the hair. It has everything to do with this crochet method. So let me take a seat and let's talk about that. As you know, I decided to try this crochet hack method that has taken the internet by storm, and I was really excited about it, and in the end majorly disappointed. And I must say I'm pretty gutted that I've installed this super beautiful hair on this base, which is definitely lacking. And let me explain why. A hack is generally supposed to save you either in time, money, more efficient, something. But I wouldn't expect it to cost me something or be worse than the traditional method. And this install method has been just awful. First of all, I've used 5 packs of hair, when if I'd use a traditional base, I'm sure I could have got away with between 3 and maximum 4. In fact, I bought 4 packs of hair originally and I've had to use 5, and despite using 5, I still have major gaps in my hair. So for example, can you see here? You end up putting more hair in because you're trying to cover the unsightly gaps that are created because of the method of the installation. I mean, first of all, you have like a gap in the middle of the back of your head. Look. I mean, if the wind blows in the wrong direction, everyone's going to see what's on your head, and it's not going to be nice, right? So I was really self-conscious. I mean, you saw the last clip where I'd used 4 packs of hair. I spent so much hair trying to just cover that base, whereas if I'd had normal cane rows, I wouldn't have had to do that. They would have been naturally covered. Does that sort of make sense? Because you sort of create a brick effect, which covers all of the in-betweens. And then here, where I spent so much time creating those individual braids, well, I had to put hair in between the individuals. So I can understand how it would make sense if you've got like big rope twists or hair that is quite large, where it's filling up a lot of space and you do want to have like individual braids. But in the case of a finer type of hair like this, it was pointless. It was definitely pointless doing all that work at the front. Also, I put enough hair at the front so I could just have these couple of styles. So I could sort of wear a middle part or a side part. But normally when I do crochet my hair, I've got parting flexibility. But as I said, I've got a gap here. And if I were even to attempt to raise the hair at the back, people would see. Can you see that? I mean, can you see that? I mean, if the wind blows the wrong way or I lift the hair in the wrong direction, everyone's going to see what's underneath. It's really unsightly. Let's not even talk about lifting it up, because let me show you at the back. Again, if I were to lift up the hair, it's not great. So I must say that I am pretty gutted that I have spent loads on this hair and it's on a base that is completely unsuitable for it. One thing I noticed with this base is that it creates tension in all the wrong places. So this here is where the elastic band is. And what I noticed is that once you pull the hair together, I had tension at the base where the elastic band was, but then the rest of the braid is loose. I mean, can you see that? And that's not great. Generally, if you crochet your hair, you want it to last, But this is falling apart after just 2 to 3 days. And to be honest with you, it wasn't much quicker than if I had just done standard crochet. So this hack did not save me time. It did not save me effort. And I end up spending more money because I used more hair. And the whole thing is going to last less time. So is it a hack or is it a crock? Literally, you know what this is? This is a bunch of hair that I have just found on the floor. On the floor in the corridor. After having put my hair up. Yeah, you've got to tell me, is this a crochet hack or is it a fail? Because literally a whole wad of hair just fell out of my head. Judge for yourselves. Obviously, hats off to anyone who manages to invent something new, a new method of doing things. Perhaps the method needs to be refined somewhat. It's difficult to come up with something new, but if you are doing crochet, even on yourself, I really strongly suggest that you use the traditional methods, especially when you're going to be paying money for your hair and you want it to last 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks. Definitely take your time to do a traditional base or get the base done for you and then crochet in your hair using the traditional method. Because otherwise you'll end up with beautiful hair on a rubbish base and you'll be disappointed. This is my personal opinion about the hack. Tell me what your experiences are. Have you tried that hack? Did you have a better experience than I have? Personally, I won't be trying it again. I think I've wasted enough money this time. But that's what experiments are all about. Don't forget to like and subscribe and tell me which colour you're going to be buying this extra boho fine twist plus wave in the 14-inch by Bobby Boss from wigit.co.uk.